Hey y'all, happy Friday. TGIF, TGIF, thank God it's Friday. We made it. I'm glad y'all made it. I'm glad I made it. We here. How y'all doing? How is your day going? I'm glad to see those of you who did make it. As always, please hit the like button as you come in. I would surely appreciate it. Y'all, I wanted to come back last night so bad. So much crazy stuff started happening. If I told y'all, you wouldn't even believe me. I promise you wouldn't. It is really that nuts. And what's worse is that, like, I'm going to just say it. Some people need to be put in jail for how they raise their children. Like what me and my family over here experienced. One of our older family members was actually attacked by two young girls. And it was just amazing. An older gentleman at that, not even an old lady, which that would have been, I don't even know what's worse at this point. But it got crazy over here, y'all. It got crazy. And y'all know I go ahead and get crazy. When things get crazy, I just join in. Let's go and make it a party. So it got a little crazy yesterday. So I wasn't able to come back like I wanted to and hang out with y'all yesterday. So that really disappointed me. I really didn't like that. But it's like that sometimes. It's like that. It ain't nothing I can do about it. It just is what it is. But anyway, how y'all doing? Let me holler at everybody real quick. Greet everyone. Let's get this news on because we got news from yesterday I didn't even cover. So I got to try to work it in and not hold y'all too late. Because of course I still got things I got to get done. I will say this, if I make it back today, it's going to be probably late in the evening. So, just kind of have that in the back of your mind. If I'm going to do it again, if I'm going to have an opportunity to do it again, it's more than likely going to be late, like not middle of the night like I do sometimes. It won't be that late, but it will be a little bit later if I get a chance to do it. Also, y'all know I am streaming simultaneously on Twitch. So if you're able, if you got two devices, two browsers, two apps, please, please, please stream me on both. Okay, so please like this video. If you get a chance, share the video while we live. Let somebody else get the news too. We got a couple of chuckles in there. They might need a laugh or two. So make sure you don't leave anybody out. We definitely do not want to do that. So with that, all that being said, let me greet everyone. Ashley, how you doing, girl? Happy Friday to you. We blessed to have you. Hey, my Kia, you was just gonna call me. What? Okay, when we get off, call me. I don't care if I'm driving. Now, y'all know, any of y'all who talk to me on the phone, y'all know my phone be going in and out bad when I'm in these Houston streets. However, call me anyway. Even if I drop the call, I'm gonna call back because I like to run my mouth. Hey, Queen Mermaid, how are you? We got God's anointed daughter in the house, learning to love myself. Hello, hello. Hey, cool gamer. My sis Queen Mermaid also holding us down in Twitch land. And I sure appreciate you. I sure appreciate you. Okay, we got baby sis D Marie up in here. Hey, Silver Diamond. How you doing, girl? It's good to see you. Hey, Delicia, how you doing? Hey, Queena. What's up, girl? You at work or on your way to work? Or are you off work? What's going down? Delicia, thank you for holding us down in Twitch. Velda, hey girl, how you been? Good to see you. Morafro, how are you? Good to see you. All as always. Hey, Miss Thelma, I love your name. How you doing? Hey, Star, how you been? It's always good to see you. All right, all right. Oh, thank you so much. You know what? I'm gonna claim that. It's gonna have to be. It's just gonna have to be positive. It's gonna have to be joyful. Hey, so you praying everyone is okay? Yeah, these young people are off the chain. They are off the chain. Hey, LJ Forever, you off for the next 3 days? Oh shoot, you ain't gonna know how to act now. You ain't gonna know how to act. I already know that. You ain't gonna act right now. They done gave you 3 days off back to back. Okay. But y'all, what's crazy, before I get into the news, what's crazy about those young women behaving like that is that their mother was the one encouraging them to attack somebody old enough to be their father over nothing. It was so, like, I was so outdone. I had a chance to talk with Renee and with Queen Mermaid yesterday and Alita, I think. And I mean, they knew how upset I was. I couldn't take it. Like, y'all know I normally like to be high key and come in here and have fun, get a news, talk about what's happening, tell a joke or two and leave. But y'all, I couldn't even make myself tell a joke yesterday. I didn't see nothing funny. Hey, it's me, Lisa Lee. Happy Friday. There go my sis Christian Key. Y'all heard her. Hit that like button. Help your girl out. Hey, come again. So yeah, that's what had went on yesterday, y'all. It was crazy. That is all I can say. It was absolutely crazy, but we here. Okay, we are here. It's like Archie say, we ready. Hey, Kenya 330. He says it's a whole hot shame. They all need karma swift and in a hurry. Shaking my head. Respect for our elders has dwindled terribly. For real. Like, that really, y'all, that thing made me so mad. It had my scalp itching. And y'all know I grease my scalp. I might not comb my head, but I grease my scalp, okay? But it made me so mad my scalp was itching. All right. Hey, LEL, what's happening? Hey, Lita. That's right, girl. TGIF. TGI dog on F. So now let's get into this news real quick. Let's get into these updates real quick. Ashley McSee, how are you? Happy Friday. I'm so glad you called a line. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh, nothing with the news yet. I was just talking about what happened to me and my family yesterday, which was really crazy. Like, that's all I can say. It was really, really crazy. So, like, y'all, let's get into it. Let's get into it. So, first of all, I ain't got no recalls or nothing that y'all can't eat. Ain't nothing happening like that. But let me hit you with a couple of real quicks before I hit you with what's worrying my nerves. Okay, so real quick, yesterday Putin and Xi Jinping met up in Uzbekistan, at one of those old Silk Road cities. And they was in agreement. They synchronizing their watches and whatnot. They both, I understand what you're going through. I understand what you're going through. And they done got so good at it that Xi Jinping referred to Putin as his old friend. So, I'm not comfortable. And I got a few more reasons why I'm not comfortable. And I'm going to tell y'all about all of them. I'm not going to bite my tongue. I shall not. Okay? I told y'all. Didn't I warn you ahead of time? Didn't I? I hope y'all fill up them tanks. So all you got to do is top off with that high gas. I hope that y'all listen to me. Because we might get one more little fluctuation before it shoot to the moon. But I told y'all that gas was going back up. It really ain't even got going yet. It's really coming in, but it just ain't happened yet. So just so you know, this is what's up. So anyway, so that happened. Another real quick is the IRS is looking a little funny because apparently about 1,250 IRS agents failed to pay their taxes. So they work for the IRS, 1,250 of them. And for their 2019 taxes, they just didn't pay them. Yet they hiring more people to go after the regular citizens. Nobody for the border, but plenty of people for, to attack U.S. citizens and go after U.S. citizens for nickels, pennies, and dimes while letting billionaires get away with bloody murder. However, 1,250 IRS employees did not bother to pay their taxes. They could not be bothered to pay their taxes, okay? And they said 300 of them was repeat offenders. Now, you make that make sense. Hey, Vita from Denver. Vanessa, hey, girl. Yeah, Queen, 1,250 of them ain't paid a goddamn thing. Ain't gonna pay, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't gonna pay. They didn't have no intention on paying nothing till they got good and got darn ready. But they want to hold a whole regular citizens' feet to the fire. Ain't it funny, D. Marie? Kids say, how ironic. You getting armed folks to go after us for our little money. Right. That's what I'm talking about. He say good. They think if they can't beat them, join them. But they still gonna come after you, even if you join them. They little did they know. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, to hunt you down. Oh, yes. Y'all know if it happens, I'm going to tell you about it. That's what they did. Hey, Emma Crawford. How you been, girl? It's good to see you. You know I love your name. You know that's my mama's name. I love it. Esther say they really think they're above the law. They do. But they're being made to feel that way. I don't even blame them. They're being made to feel that way. Now, in other news, let's talk about our governors that are really comedians. These guys are better than Portia Williams, in my opinion. Governor Abbott out of Texas and Governor Ron DeSantis out of Florida. I don't care what nobody say. DeSantis is all right with me. He's done a couple things I don't like. All of them do stuff I don't like, but DeSantis is hilarious. This man put filled up 2 airplanes with illegal aliens, put them people on the plane and sent them to Martha's Vineyard, honey. I say DeSantis say, I know what to do with y'all. Shot them up there to Martha's Vineyard. Then Governor Abbott, with his funny self, just sent 2 busloads of them up there right around the corner from Camel Toe Harris's house. I say, man, both of these dudes is hilarious. So y'all say, no, apparently we ain't getting y'all attention sending them to D.C. and Chicago and New York. I know what to do. Let's send it right close to you. Let's send it in your nice little bougie, cushy neighborhoods. Let's do it like that. And then maybe that'll help y'all understand that it really is a problem. It really is a crisis, and y'all really need to do something. Girl, I ain't mad at them either. I thought it was funny as hell. You saw that? And what was so funny with DeSantis, you had people talking about he was wrong. He didn't give them no advance notice. For what? The people that broke into this country illegally, they didn't give no advance notice. These states that's at the southern border of this country are not getting any advance notice. So who the hell told them that they can get advance notice when you won't do anything to protect your southern border? Now, Governor Abbott in Texas, just a couple months back, declared a state of emergency and said that Texas is more or less under invasion. These people have continued to do absolutely nothing. They thought it was cute. They thought it was funny to sit up there and have an open border policy. You got, and not only that, the fact that now you got the mayor of D.C. that's saying, oh, this is what she say? Mira Bowser talking about this is a growing humanitarian crisis. So and then tried to declare a public emergency. My thing is, why was it not a humanitarian crisis and public emergency when it was happening in Texas, when it's happening in Arizona, when it's happening in New Mexico, when it's happening in California? Why is it not a state of emergency then? Why is it only a state of emergency when it's infringing on your little cushy life? All of a sudden, then it becomes a state of emergency. These people are sickening as hell. Come again, say the Dems are so desperate to stay in power, they're selling out the American people and their base. They sure are. And what's sad is I see a lot of our people, the ones that supposedly celebrities, still pushing this narrative. Like, oh, y'all just vote blue. Y'all are stupid as hell. We don't owe them people nothing. They are spending millions on people who are not even supposed to be in this country and still ain't paid black folks $40 on the bill you owe us. I ain't seen $1. Now, if y'all got some money, let me know, because I ain't seen nothing. Not a dime, not a dollar, not a penny, nothing. And they know they owe us that money, but we ain't going to see not a penny of it. And it's ridiculous. It's really irritating. It's really and truly irritating. But anyway, so I thought it was pretty funny. So far, they say Governor Abbott done sent about 11,000 of them up yonder way. And I think it's wonderful. May the Lord continue to bless and keep him. And I sure hope he send plenty more. Every group of them they round up, they need to shoot them to Democrat states. Because according to DeSantis, which he had a very good point, when they set up sanctuary cities and sanctuary states, you are encouraging this behavior. And if you go encourage these people to break the law and break into this country, then you need to be responsible for them once they arrive. Stop encouraging them to break the law and then leaving them for other states to have to deal with. Period. Charlemagne the God had the nerve to be talking yesterday, talking about he gonna give DeSantis donkey of the day. I give Charlemagne donkey of the day because first of all, stop talking politics until you go and take a poli-sci class. Like, go get educated before you open your mouth. It's a much better look. Talking about because he didn't give advance notice. Well, guess what? The people who are breaking into this country and not giving advance notice are due in large part, if not all of the parts, all in parts, to those people who refuse to put security and secure the border. And you got Camel Toe Harris sitting up there lying, talking about the border is secure. You are a border is secure lie. Because if the border was secure, it would not be a couple million people that have been arrested and detained at the border. They would not have been it wouldn't have been 11,000 illegal nobody to send nowhere had you really secured the border. And I'm real tired of her lying. I'm real sick of her. Hey Cheryl, you at work listening? All right, girl, chime in when you can. I'm just saying. Hey Dora. All right, boo. Have a great shift. Queen said we ain't stuck on stupid and up on dumb. But that's what they want us to be. They just want us to be stupid. Hey, Fly Gray Streak, thank you for holding us down in Twitch. Kids say Charlemagne better worry about it if he going to jail over what he did to that girl back in the day. That's a very good thing to do. That's a very good thing to worry about. Instead of being mad that the girl telling her truth. You know, that's a whole nother segment all by itself, because I'm trying to figure out when it became a crime to allow victims to speak. Because it's starting to look real fishy to me. If you allow victims to speak, then they want to attack anybody who give their victims a voice. Here's a novel idea. Stop making victims, and then you don't have to worry about them talking. I mean, it seems like a very simple concept. And I know I'm not the smartest girl in the world, but to me, it seems simple. If you don't make victims, then there's nobody to talk. It's the same thing I've been saying about America. Quit mistreating black folks, and you ain't got to worry about us talking about it. Hey, DS, how you doing? Miss M01 said, I'm not a fan of DeSantis, but I can't blame him for all this. I feel you. I don't blame him for it. And I'm sorry. I'm low-key becoming a little bit of a fan. I'm becoming a DeSantis fan. Because, like, in reality, looking at his track record and not his personality or him on a personal level, because I don't know this dude on a personal level. But track record, I'm becoming a fan. It's quite a few moves he made that I support wholeheartedly. Keeping people from talking about inappropriate things with children, kindergarten to third grade, I wholeheartedly approve. Disney trying to get involved with politics and then being told now you're going to pay your taxes because you're just a visitor, I approve. The fact that he did not allow them during the pandemic to tank a bunch of Florida businesses and to bankrupt and starve out a bunch of Floridians, I approve wholeheartedly. And this move right here, I sure enough approve. Hell, even when he clapped back at Governor Newsom out there in California, I approve of that. It's, you know, his track record is all right with me. I'm going to give him that. You know, I don't trust no politician, but, you know, he all right with me for now. I'm waiting till he do something I don't like, and then I'm going to talk about that. But anywho, that's what's going on with people breaking in. So, and get this. Oh, and let me tell you about what happened with the ones that DeSantis put on the plane and sent to Martha's Vineyard. How about these people had the nerve to say they were misled about the destination? First of all, who the hell told you to be here? And then you wouldn't have had to worry about getting put on no plane, and quiet is kept while you talking about you was misled about the destination. Do you have a choice when you're breaking the law? When you're a criminal, do you have a choice in where you go? They should have put you in prison. Since they want so many people in prison and they keep wanting to lock up as many black folks as possible, it might behoove them when people break the law and break into a country that put them in prison. There you go, right there. Y'all just wanted slaves anyway. Now you got them. It shouldn't be no sweat. Hey, Glennis. Hey, I love it. Fabulous Friday. Hey, happy to be happy. I see you made it. Okay. But yeah, I thought that was cute. We was misled about the destination. Did you have a choice after you made the choice to leave your home and come over here where we facing doom, death, and destruction, but you breaking your neck to break into here? Now you talking about you was misled about the destination. Well, we was misled about the fact that you from there and you was supposed to still be there. Unless you was going to fill out the proper paperwork and do things the right way. That's all I'm saying. That's all. LEL said MIA misled by the destination. Martha's Vineyard is nice. They should have sent them right to DC. Should have. They should have. It shouldn't even been an option. It shouldn't even been an option. But I understand what DeSantis is doing. You know, a lot of them that make these decisions and have these lobbies, they stay in nice places like Martha's Vineyard. You know, a lot of your politicians like to vacation and take their little breaks in Martha's Vineyard. So at the end of the day, let's put them up here where you like to enjoy yourself. That might be a great place to put them. Since you don't want the rest of us to have no quality of life. You don't want us to enjoy our lives. How about you don't enjoy yours? And that'll be wonderful. Then we can all feel good about ourselves, right? So anyways, that happened. And then real quick, FedEx stock is down. FedEx stock is down. Apparently people ain't shipping as much stuff with them. Maybe they found out about them high prices. Another real quick is that America done stole $7 billion in assets from Afghanistan. I repeat. You know, I got to report on American crimes because America is one of the biggest criminals in the history of ever. They started with crime, and I guess they're going to keep up the tradition. So they stole about $7 billion in assets from Afghanistan. Now what they're saying, hold on, what you say, Kobe? Say DeSantis dog whistles. I feel like he doesn't want Black history in schools. Worry about kids learning preservation, not history. Yeah, that's one thing he did that I don't like is the whole critical race theory. But everything else, he's on par. I'm all right with you being a racist because, you know, that's kind of what it is in Florida. We're used to it. We're used to racist people. But everything else, you know, I don't have a problem with. I'm very interested. I'm very interested in making sure children are safe because in reality, we can teach our children Black history at home. And most of them, and we actually should be, instead of waiting on your oppressor to tell you the truth about themselves. I'm just saying. Morafro said, I heard they are shutting down Amtrak. That's been a few days ago, baby. That's a few days ago. That was in anticipation of the strike. And the strike has been staved off. We talked about that yesterday. So, anywho, stole $7 billion in assets from Afghanistan. Right, Kobe. That's what I'm saying. Like this is my whole point when it comes to all of them, right? None of them are good people. Like, let's not make no mistakes. Let's not play crazy. None of them are good people. We have to find the ones that their moves more closely align with what we feel. That's all. Because I ain't got to like you to see, okay, you did this, this, and this. I can work with it. You did this part wrong, that part wrong. And I'm going to stack you up against somebody else. And if they wrong, it's like, 17 miles long, and they only did one or two things I like, then you can pretty much guess what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? I think it's common sense. And, as Black folks, we got to start moving like that instead of, what somebody told us to vote this or somebody told. Don't let nobody tell you nothing. Do what you feel is right, and let that be the reason. Period. Right. You know me. I try to keep it rational. I tell jokes, but when it comes to the serious stuff, I try to keep it rational. But out of the $7 million that they stole from Afghanistan, get this. They saying they're gonna transfer half of it to a Swiss bank account. For who? And then claim that they're gonna give the other half to the victims' families from 9/11. And the Taliban pissed off, and you got millions of people over there in Afghanistan starving. Why won't y'all get them people their stuff back? And you putting it in a Swiss bank account for what? You gonna put it there so y'all can sneak back over there and put it in your pocket later and won't nobody ask no questions about it? See, this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. Just like I told y'all a couple months ago about them guarding those Syrian oil fields, not allowing the Syrian people, the Syrian government to touch their own oil, and then having the audacity to get caught with tanker trucks leaving out one after the other, stealing them people oil. So you stealing oil from Syria. You stole gold from Ukraine back in 2014. You still ain't gave them people their stuff back. Maybe that's why you giving them all this money now, because you stole their stuff. Now you done stole $7 billion from Afghanistan. Y'all looking a little funny. Yes, baby, Swiss bank account. That's what they said. LJ say us as Black people should focus on telling our children about race and history, because I remember growing up on just MLK, Miss Parks, and Tubman. Facts. That's all they're gonna do is give you some nice, well-behaved Negroes in a history lesson, and they're gonna hit replay every year. By the time I started truly learning about my folks and what really happened in this country, it was because I had a teacher that was conscious, that started helping me learn how to research and get information for myself. Because what they're going to tell you in the classroom is never going to be the facts. Your oppressor will never tell you the truth about themselves. Never make that mistake. Hey, Rochelle. Say, I don't trust them educating / miseducating our children. Me either. I train my own. Children. I promise you that. But anyway, so that's a real quick. They done stolen people's stuff and won't give it back. Got people over there starving. They don't even give a darn. They just keeping the money. And all those people that helped them, they took a risk by helping the U.S. government. They abandoned them over there. And now you ain't even going to drop the money off where the people can eat after you stabbed them in the back. Even the ones you brought over here, you still ain't really getting their stuff together, but y'all show fast tracking all them Ukrainians. I see y'all though. It's cool. Ain't none of my business. So now let's talk about something that's really concerning me and why we need to be a little bit concerned, because we're hearing certain stuff, but these people really ain't talking like they're supposed to. So now, y'all, apparently there was an emergency meeting about a couple of days ago in the basement of the Capitol building in what they call a SCIF room. Let me repeat this again. You say U.S. is the Debo of the world. Yeah, well, Debo eventually got knocked the bleep out. So we might want to be careful. Everybody odds run out. But there was an emergency secret meeting. Well, not so secret, rather, because somebody leaked it. I love a good leak. In the basement of the Capitol building in the United States of America, with the head of the CIA. You heard what I said. The head of the CIA, Mr. Burns, not Montgomery Burns, but Mr. Burns, and what they call the Gang of Eight. Now, the Gang of Eight is supposed to be like a group of top lawmakers, out of Congress or whatever. And it's not one party or the other, but they got the Gang of Eight, and the head of the CIA had a secret meeting, or not so secret, now leaked meeting, in the basement of the Capitol building in a hurry. They said it was an emergency meeting. So something either done happen or about to happen. Right, Queen, or what they planning now. Well, let me tell you what I think is associated with. If y'all care about my theories, and now my theory is based on facts, so I'm gonna lay the facts out first, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I think. I'm gonna lay the facts out so that way y'all can tell me what y'all think too, right? So this is what I do know. What I do know. Oh, in the skiff room, just so you know, if you wondering what a skiff room is, I'm saying they was in a skiff room. They say a skiff room is actually a sensitive, compartmentalized information facility. So apparently it's something where nobody won't be able to Hey G darling, that way, you know, people won't be able to hear what they're talking about. And apparently that's true because nobody has heard what the hell they was talking about. We just know they went in there and it was an emergency meeting. But now, this is what I think it's got to do with. It's been some funny, fishy bull crap going on. Okay. Now, number one, eight of Pootie Tang's main people in charge of oil and gas industry, they have been killed off. Them oil and energy oligarchs, 8 of them done got bumped off since February. Okay. Since February, 8 of them people done been murdered. M-U-R-D-E-R-E-D. Murdered. Yes, murdered. Okay. Well, anyway, they done been killed. All right. And the reason why I feel like this is fishy is just because of who got hit and how they got hit. Who got hit, how they got hit. Okay. Now, the last one that they just got back on the 12th was Ivan Pechorin. I hope I'm saying this man's name wrong. Yes, definitely a plotting room. Definitely a plotting room. Okay. So Ivan Pechorin, he's the last one that just got bopped, right? 39 years old. He done just fell off a boat. Now, he was the managing director of the Far East Arctic Development Corp. Now, they one of them drilling outfits. Okay, now he's somebody that was handpicked by Pootie Tang to take that spot after his boss, Ivan boss Igor Nosov got bumped off in February. Now, in February, Igor just dropped dead, 43 years old. So he wasn't old at all. Dropped dead from a stroke, so they say. Okay. Now he was the managing director, but once he had this magical stroke in February, then Pootie Tang handpicked Ivan Pechorin and put him in that spot. Now he was only 39 years old, so he ain't putting old people in place. He put somebody young in place to replace another young person. Now, back on September 1st, Ravi Maganov, they got him. Now he was the Lukoil chairman of the board. Okay, now that's the largest oil company in Russia. Now, he supposedly was at a hospital getting treated, and he done just fell out a window. How the hell you fall out a window at a hospital? That man ain't fell out no goddamn window. Somebody killed him. Okay, now I might not be smart, but I ain't stupid either. Okay, now this is over all this time. Also, the other people that got killed was executives from Gazprom and Novatek, the natural gas people. Okay, now let me run it down. Back in April, Sergei Protosenya, he died in Spain with his wife and child. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Lala. With his wife and child, they found him dead. And they done, you know, talking about, oh, we think it's a murder, S-U-I-C-I-D-E, you know, murder and self-hurt. I'm like, that don't sound right. And, you know, he was one of them big wigs. That was back in April. Then, what was this? I think this was May. No, this was April too. When they got Vladislav Vayev, they caught him in Moscow. And 2 days before, matter of fact, it was 2 days before Sergei Protosenya, when they found him with his wife and kid. 2 days before that, they had Vladislav. They caught him over there in Moscow, saying the same thing. Oh, it was a murder and hurt yourself. Let's call it a murder and hurt yourself, because it's too hard not to say that word, which that sounds like some bull. Then in May, Alexander Sabotin, now he's another big wig. He done had a heart attack, but they caught him at the Root Man house. I say, first of all, this is your first clue that some bull crap going on. Why the hell was Alexander over to the Root Man house in Moscow? Now they call him the shaman. You know, different cultures call the root man different things. We say the root man. Them Asian countries, which Russia is Asian, they say shaman. You know, you go to some places in West Africa, they might say Divya Baba. You know, whoever. He went to go see the root man, and they talking about, oh, he was there for a hangover cure. You a hangover cure lie? Hey, U.S. Army brat. Right, Kia, or as Minaj say, a voodoo person? Oh, let me pinch my nose. A voodoo person? No. He went to go see the root man. Hey, Miss Kaiser so say, ain't nobody in the history of never. Hey, Niecy Rose, ain't nobody in the history of never went to go see no root man for no goddamn headache hangover cure. That man was over there to see that root man trying to get some protection because he saw everybody around him dying. Y'all know how it go. It's mostly people, the ethnic and indigenous people in this chat. Y'all know for yourselves. If everybody around you start dropping dead, you doing one or two things. Either you finna run to the church if you know God, and if you don't, you probably finna try to go run and get a little knot in your pocket or something you can sprinkle around your house. He went to the root man because he seen everybody getting killed and he know what time it was. Now, this just me being black and using common sense. I'm not stupid. So they called him over there. Thank you, Kobe, for acknowledging that I'm keeping it real. That man went to the root man because he seen that his partners was getting killed off. He was not dumb. And they caught him over there at the root man house talking about, oh, he had a heart attack. Use a heart attack lie. Then come July, Yuri Baranov, they found him. They done popped him in St. Pete over in St. Petersburg, Russia, not St. Pete, Florida. But they caught him over there and pop. Okay? Kia say exactly. Protection in all spiritual aspects. That's all I'm trying to say. Ain't nobody went to go see no root man with all their partners dropping dead about no hangover cure. You a hangover cure lie. Sometimes people play with our intelligence way too much. So when they got Yuri, they just popped him over in St. Pete. I don't know whether they was trying to make it look like a robbery or what they did. So let's look at the timeline. Let's get these in order. And I'm gonna tell y'all what else is going on to make me think something funny happening, right? So February, Igor Nasov. They got him. They got Igor in February. April, they got Sergey and Vladislav. Both of them talking about a murder and hurt yourself. How? Y'all two partners, y'all homies, all y'all close with Putin. Some of y'all handpicked by Putin. And both of y'all do a murder, hurt yourself in April within 2 days of each other. Okay, who believe that? May, Alexander Sabotin, they called him to the root man house. July, Yuri got popped, okay? September, Ravil, they got him on September 1st. And then on the 12th, they just got Ivan, one we know for a fact was handpicked by Putin, right? Yeah, Kobe, they got Igor. They done got Igor. They got him. They got him. So then after this string of killings, okay, and Germany done went and talking about something. They done took possession of one of the Russian oil fields or something, one of the oil facilities. They took possession. Mind you, when they call themselves taking possession, the man in charge over there talking about, wait, this decision was just to protect our country. It was unavoidable. We had to do something. Now, after all this done went on, plus y'all remember, they ended up killing his homeboy's daughter over there. Remember that? And they tried to lie and say he did it. And then until they caught the video, the CCTV video of the girl that actually did it, that planted the kaboom, and then find out, track it back. One of her cousins is in the Azov battalion in the Ukraine, so they had to drop that story. But y'all was trying to kill his real close partner and ended up getting his daughter. Now y'all having emergency meetings, and I feel like y'all know Putin ain't finna swing back. That's why y'all doing something. That's why y'all having emergency meetings. Y'all play too much. And the fact he just went and sat down with that psychopath Xi Jinping, ain't no telling what he finna do. DT, what's up, baby? That's right, y'all. Hit that like button. Thank you, D. Marie. Oh, no, here we go. It's about to go down. So he done met up with the psychopath Xi Jinping. He talking about my old friend, and y'all over here playing games. Mind you, if y'all been looking at all or even hearing anything, they bragging about, oh, we took back this area. that Russia had occupied in the Ukraine, but they forgot to mention when they got there, Russia was gone. You didn't take it back. You didn't fight them. You didn't take none of their weaponry. Them people wasn't even there. So you got to ask yourself, you dealing with some heavy chess players. Why on earth, why would somebody who done gained ground, you clearly can't do nothing with them. Why would they just be gone when you got there? Unless they planning to do something. Yep, that's the girl named Daria. That was the girl name. He moving out the way. He letting you think you doing something. Y'all up here snatching a little oil facility, thinking, I think it's a refinery. Oh, we snatching this because we desperate. We don't have nothing else to do. What else can we do? No, honey, that man letting y'all make moves because he about to do something. And I feel like y'all know he about to do something. Y'all know he about to do something. That's why we got emergency meetings in the basement of the Capitol building in the skiff room with the head of the CIA. And if y'all was meeting to make plans, why the hell is the head of the CIA in there unless he the one y'all was sending around doing all these killings? You know what I'm saying? Not him personally, because he looked like he got off the writers, but his boys. And I'm not knocking off the writers for anybody go starting telling lies on me about I'm picking at people with arthritis because I got Arthur. Me and Arthur been together a long time. Don't hate. But Burns looked like he got Arthur and writers. So clearly I'm not talking about him personally. It's him and some of his boys is what I'm getting at. Okay? DT say, wait, why did they even go to the voodoo? Was this the same voodoo that Nikki was talking about? No. She was telling lies. This man got killed to the root man house. He was trying to get some help because them people, your government, more than likely, I can't say for sure, but more than likely it was your government that was, doing all these go to sleeps. Yeah, it was all a lie. It was all a lie. Yeah, it sound about right to me. That man finna do something. Yes. Author and writers. Because you can have the itis and you can have author, but I really believe that this case is author and writers. It's both. But yeah, so that's what's going on, and we got to be careful. Meanwhile, you got the Ukraine begging for more money, more weapons. Then we finding out that basically the UN is doing the striking for y'all. Ain't like, you know what I'm saying? No wonder y'all can sell off all the weapons because you ain't doing nothing. Half your troops done quit making videos in the field talking about they quit because they outnumbered and stuff. This is something. I feel like something about to happen, and it bothers me. Even though they know that the information done leaked out, they still ain't offering no clarity, no insight on what the hell y'all was talking about in the basement of the Capitol building in the skiff room with the head of the CIA. What the hell is y'all talking about down there? What is y'all down there doing? Because everything else you done already said, talking about y'all planning to send more potent weapons and jets. Them people can't fly no goddamn jets. You got hairdressers and toenail clippers out there calling them soldiers, but you sending jets. Who the hell gonna fly them? Who gonna fly them? DT say, not my government. My government too busy signing papers for the tampon king and side hoe queen Claudia Parker Bowles. Well, let me tell you what else going on over there in your country, DT. One of y'all billionaires is building a whole bunker and hiring ex-Navy SEALs to protect him. And a lot of the super elite across the world, especially here in America, is doing the same thing because they're actually getting ready for a global revolution. They are afraid that the poor people of the world is gonna bump them off. They scared because people is already poor and they're getting poor. People is poor and getting poorer, and I know poorer is not a word. It is intentional. Please don't come for me. I promise you. I am a whole vocabulary acrobat. I can play with it ignorant and proper. It don't make me no difference. But people is poor and about to get poorer. You see how dangerous it's getting. Our username rappers ain't safe nowhere. Put a chain on if you want to. This is really what time it is. People is hungry and it ain't safe. Now that's just that on that. It ain't safe. Hey, Bianca. I know that's right. You better make that money, honey. I'm for real. People is hungry. DT say they're going to be welcome with a 39% tax hike. But yes, I heard about that. You heard about it. I was sitting there like, so y'all really doing all that, right? Kids say they can hide all they want. God's judgment is swift and will find you anywhere. Sure will. And that's the facts, Jack. But yeah, that's it on the news. I ain't going to get too deep into that because we got to talk about some funny papers. Now, the first thing I want to let y'all know that y'all should have let me know. Not that I'm in the market for it at the moment, but just so you know, they offering surgery to make y'all taller. They say they can lengthen your legs. They can go in there and do something to your kneecaps and make you taller. So if you happen to be short and you feel like if you could get a little bit taller, you might look a little thinner, something like that, you know, it'll only cost you $75,000. That's right. They say them people out there in Silicon Valley boy, got all that money. They say that's something that they don't mind doing. They don't mind doing it at all. So if you want to get your legs lengthened, and I did say lengthened, I meant lengthened. If you wanted to get your legs lengthened, you can, but and it will only cost you only $75,000. That's all. That's all, y'all. You too can be tall. Now they're not telling you what's gonna happen once you get old and they done tampered with your knees already. By the time arthritis hits, you just gonna collapse. Okay, you're just gonna collapse. Now another thing that I find funny as hell is that how about YouTube had to disable the dislike button on the Little Mermaid trailer because there was a 1.5 million viewers that downvoted it. 1.5 million people disliked it. Okay, I thought it was funny. Hey, Yvette, what's up, girl? Oh, it's gonna have to be some major complications. They're tampering with knees. Hell, my knees bad and ain't nobody tamper with them. That was my fault for dancing to Uncle Luke. Yeah, they can make you tall. Mm-hmm. Oh, they thought if they played basketball, they would just naturally get taller. Them people is special. Yeah, you can get your legs lengthened if you got 75,000. Now, don't go in there with half that money talking about do the right leg first, because I'm telling you, we're gonna laugh at you. You take off running too quick and end up going in a circle. Oh, I'm gonna laugh at you. Don't care. You're behind in there talking about, well, I ain't got all of it. I got like 37,000 and I'm gonna come back. Don't do that. Go in there with all of it one time. Don't go trying to get one knee at a time. He say pay 75,000 to be wobbling like a car dealership, inflatable in 10 years. Okay. Somebody need to tell Tori Staines about it. Hey, what's up, Republican? Kids say it was sick with the Little Mermaid memes. You mad about a story that originated from African culture that was whitewashed anyway. Well, actually, no. Mermaids existed in almost every culture all over the world, from Scotland to Africa to Asia. Like everybody has their own version of the stories about mermaids because those are things that some people call them mythical. Some of us know that ain't mythical at all. And most of us know it ain't nothing. I won't say most, but some of us know that it's actually something very wicked and very evil and satanic. However, a lot of them people do have a problem with that, as though, you know, these mythical creatures that most of them have never seen or thought to see or even believe they really truly exist. And based on a cartoon, that it has to be clear. It can't be colored at all. It got to be clear. You say your granny used to call them the hungry polecats. Okay, I like that. DT say legs and hips and lopsided lengthened bodies. Oh, yes, that's what's next. That's right, D. Marie, and tell them don't go get that discounted surgery either. Don't do it. Say maybe Cheesy Coochie Candy might use that surgery to lengthen Tadrika's legs to make her taller. Drika might could use that surgery. Nisi say yes, Ghana, they call them mommy water. In Nigeria, you hear mommy water. You hear mommy water for real. So That's what I'm saying. Like all over the world. Like you go to Ireland, they got their version of a mermaid. The Queen Mermaid say, except for this one, because she called herself Queen Mermaid. But she says she's not evil or satanic. But I'm just saying, just keeping it real. Not about her, because I love her. But I'm just saying. That's what that actually represents. It actually represents agents of the marine kingdom. And some of us know what that is, and some of us don't. But for those that do, y'all know I ain't lying. So what's funny with that is, y'all, these clear people been crying, literal tears, all on TikTok and everywhere else, complaining that they got this little black girl pretending to be the little mermaid. And you got black folks running around cheering about the little mermaid, like, oh, it's such a wonderful moment for little black girls. And I was like, yeah, I could follow y'all down that road, but then I can't, because I see a whole agenda. Y'all know I'm always looking for the agenda. I am Miss Conspiracy Theory. And I'm looking at it more from the standpoint of, you want them girls to see an image of themselves so y'all can push the idea of interracial marriage and dating on our black girls. That's all this is. Because the male lead in this movie is not black. So you doing that. So like, oh, I see a representation of me, and she's kissing a clear boy. So it's okay for me to kiss a clear boy. Like if she chooses to do that, that's cool. But stop trying to indoctrinate our children, please and thank you. I'm glad I don't have no little bitty girls no more. Because one thing about Disney, they're going to push an agenda if they don't do nothing else. And what's sad is all you got to do is do a little bit of pandering to the black community. And we jump through all kind of hoops, like trained circus animals. Like it's really embarrassing. Really and truly embarrassing. I want us to be smarter, but it's actually funny. Okay, in Liberia, y'all call them, is that Guinness or Genus? Is it Guinness? That's what I mean. Like, but literally, like all over the world, all different cultures, all different skin tones of people have lore, mythology, and stories about mermaids. But to these clear people in America, everything must be clear. If it's not clear, you just ruining everything. Oh my God. Child, they are losing it. And it was just funny to see a lot of our folks come out tap dancing and like, no, Master Disney finally recognizing us. And it's just embarrassing. Pure embarrassing. And speaking of embarrassing, woo, Sheree. We're gonna get to Sheree in just about a minute. Oh, just about a minute. Why they mad at that boy from that was in the Star Wars picture? John Boyega, that tall black boy. They mad at him for saying he only date black girls. I don't know why he's angry. I'm not him, but I don't understand why people is mad at him at all. Like it just don't make no sense. You say they hate black Santas. I don't want to see no black Santa Claus. First off, that's some demonic crap. I don't need. Let me say this, just from the depths of my soul. We do not need demonic representation. Like I know everybody want to be, represented, but can we not have demonic representation? I'm just saying, asking for the rest of us. It's just weird. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. I don't know. It's just creepy. I don't know. DT say, oh no, what did Miss Conga line of boyfriends Whitfield do now? Oh, we gonna get to it. Everybody in the church say amen. We were all the way right by Sheen by Sheree. Show was. DT say the cream cheese cracker gal's mad at him because he explicitly said he only date black queens and nobody else. That's nothing to be angry about. People have a right to like what they like and do what they do with their own bodies. Like I don't get mad at men who say that, even if they're black, if they say I don't prefer to date black women, that's your business. My only, commentary for them is when you get into trouble, do not call us. That's all. And I'm pretty sure John Boyega would be just fine. John Boyega would be just fine if the clear people said, well, since you don't want to date our daughters, don't call us. That'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. I didn't understand why they was mad. Dude said, I always thought certain reactions to preference would only occur if you belittle others people while expressing what you like. This would mean your preference is based on negativity. Yet all I have expressed is my love for cultural familiarity and the positive I feel, and the positivity I feel. Interesting. It is. It is. The minute a black person or an indigenous person said they prefer clear women, we don't hear all this. Somebody might say something here and there, but it's like he got a right to his preference until a black man actually say he prefer black women. Then, oh Lord, let's call Massa. We got to get him. Let's string him up. He said when they talk about preferring brunettes or blondes, they're not talking about a wig. My preference is not a topic for debate. Okay, now. Okay, now. I'm trying to figure out what they mad for. Mm-mm. And then this one person talking about if a clear celebrity turned around and said he only dates clear girls, he'd be called racist. But it's okay for a black celebrity to say he only dates black people. Yes, it's okay for you too. I remember I told y'all that's why I didn't understand why they was mad at that clear boy for going on dates in every state and picking women who look like the women he grew up with. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. Kids say, I don't care who black men date. Just keep black women's name out of it. That's all. Talking about I date clear women because black women are insert any negative adjective. And that's exactly what the young man was saying. At the end of the day, hey, I ain't say nothing negative about nobody. I just said what I like. And usually when they date out, they say what they like and justify it by saying something negative about black women. He ain't said nothing negative about nobody. He just said what he liked. Lala said exactly. I feel the same. Voices, if people want to have interrelations, do you. Just don't put the race that you belong to down and don't expect us to advocate for you. That's all. That's all. And let the young people date who they want to date. I didn't understand what they was mad about. I didn't. And I was listening live when he made the statement he made, and he actually expounded on it. He was just like, I want a woman that understands me, that has a certain flavor to her, that, if I go and talk to her about what I feel and what I'm going through, that she'll actually be able to understand why I'm upset, and that we have, similar tastes and the similar backgrounds. Like, I think he said it just naturally flows better. Why that upset anybody is shocking to me. It shocked me. It was funny, but it was shocking. DT say, yeah, exactly, Shanitra. I remember that interview he did a couple years ago, and I was cackling because all the clear girls in the audience was crying while the black women was clapping and very happy. And what's so funny about it is, why do you feel like you should have automatic access? Like, oh, the privilege of it all. How do you feel entitled to a person? If somebody say you not they spec, that's like me getting mad because somebody say I only like slim women. Well, hell, that just means I'm out of the running because Shanitra gonna eat, and that's not a secret. That's all. Kobe said John Mayer said back in the day he only dates clear. Yeah, and I didn't see anybody rolling around in the dirt and crying and dying. Vanessa says ridiculous. He even had to explain his choice, but he really didn't have to, because in Charlemagne's defense, he was like, "You don't even have to explain. I understand." Hey, Marilyn. Yeah, he didn't have to explain it. He explained it because he wanted to. I think he thought, if I put qualifiers so you understand why I have this natural and innate love for women who look like me, then let me go on and give it to you. And they still found a way to be angry, because they're not angry because they feel like he insulted them. No, they're angry because how dare you not prefer our daughters over women who actually were born to you? How dare you not prefer them? What's wrong with you? Why are you not holding up our daughters as the standard of beauty? Why are you not over here salivating and dreaming and wishing and hoping for one of our daughters? Why are you so unreasonable? That's what this is about. This ain't got nothing to do with them people really feeling like he's insulting them, because they're not stupid enough to think that he's insulting them. That man ain't, and he ain't insulted them now time. And they need to leave that young man alone. He liked what he liked and get over it. Just like everybody has to get over when we have those that were raised, born, bred, taken care of, by Black women who say they prefer something that looks nothing like the women who raised them and nurtured them. You know what I'm saying? Period, point blank. It's almost like, okay, I go even deeper with you. Some people don't even want to date, the same color if they from a different culture, different tribe. Like, tribalism is a big thing in West Africa. I don't know about East Africa or whatever, but it's a big thing there. And some people feel like that's terrible. And I truly don't. If you would prefer to try to build a family, date, because you date with intention to marry. So if you want to date and then, potentially build a family with somebody that you share a cultural, hey, Mary Reeves, background with on any level, I feel like that's a beautiful thing. That makes good sense to me. It's nothing wrong with that. And ain't nothing wrong with stepping across a couple of boundaries and lines if that's what you like to do. I don't see anything wrong with any of it, actually. However, don't do anything, to like the ladies been saying in the chat, to insult any women in order to justify your choice of another group of women. And that young man simply didn't do that. And I don't understand what the problem is. Say, I agree with Lala. I love my people and culture, but cannot date the men from, because we gonna be related either by blood or marriage. I know that's right. Don't start going with your cousins. Don't do that. LEL say, I don't understand why this is such a big topic of discussion. People need to date who they want and mind their business. I agree. Now, I'm with you when you're right. You know that. Nitra gonna always be with you when you're right, baby. Always that. Say, let us stop believing the clear girls are the standard of beauty, please. I'm trying to tell you, because a whole lot of them be looking like cocker spaniels in the face. I'm just saying. They got some lethal weapons too. That's all I'm saying. Some of them are, some of them is a little more Mel Gibson in the face, but they got some lethal weapons too. And we need to go ahead and acknowledge that and quit pretending like every one of them is something wonderful to behold. I ain't seen one, but I'm gonna shut up before I get into some thick water, some thick reeds. But anyway, this is what we got to see on Sheree Whitfield. Let's go on and share the screen and get this over with, because I can't stay long. I got a couple things to say about this, and I'm gonna let y'all figure out the rest, because this right here, let's get it.
What do you make of the comparisons to this one sweatsuit that somebody saw on Sheen or Shine? I don't know how to pronounce it. And you guys alluded to that with the discount code. But what do you?
Did she say I don't either? Sheree, stop.
What do you make of that?
You know what? I guess we're all, I've gotten a good production management, and they came up with the idea to maybe incorporate some other pieces that, a few other pieces with my custom pieces that will offer, different price points for different people. And, everybody won't, like, I'm in a crop top right now. Everybody can't wear, won't wear a crop top. So incorporating other merch into the line.
So I'm going to stop right there. Y'all can go to the Jasmine brand and see the rest. But the gist of this heifer basically tried to gaslight the entire world. Hey, Nicole, how you doing, girl? She tried to gaslight the whole world. Yes, I got good production management. First of all, don't come out talking about what everybody drop ship, because she at a certain point in this interview, y'all, she gonna say everybody drop ship. I don't know why I'm being held to a different standard. Baby, you're not being held to a different standard. You just being held to the lies you told. You claim you was designing. You claim you was picking fabric. Nobody picks out fabric to then drop ship items. Okay? Now I'm starting to believe that young man to say that stuff on the runway, even though it was sewn poorly, was actually sewn by him, because not one thing that was on that runway ended up on that tacky website. Then she had the audacity, and I mean the good unmitigated gall, to say that, remember, like on the website, I don't know if y'all watched DJ Richard Sky, because he actually reviewed that website, so I felt like there was no need for me to do it, because I know a lot of us watch him because we love him. He is so funny and so wonderful. Great energy. However, yes, Gaby. custom piece. So when he reviewed the site, what we saw was you will see the item like the thumbnail, and it'll have one price, and then when you click on it, it'll be a higher price. And she was trying to answer to that. And so what she said was, oh, the higher price is if she got a signature on it. And you know, I'm signing those personally. It's not a printed signature. That costs money. First of all, ma'am, anything you sign, I don't care if you use a Sharpie or a fabric marker, it is eventually going to fade. Who in the entire hell is going to go from paying $60 for a t-shirt to $142 for a t-shirt because it has your signature on it? That's number one. Number two, your site was not clear. The thumbnail had one price. When you clicked it, it automatically showed the higher price and did not give any explanation or reasoning as to why the price was higher. And she up there talking about you got to hit a drop down box. What I want Sheree to do is stop lying. Because, baby, don't nobody believe you. And the more you lie, the more ignorant you sound. The more you lie, the more stupid you sound. You letting the whole world know that you a dingbat. And you really didn't have to do that, Sheree. We already suspected, baby. But you up here opening your mouth and removing all doubt. Now, how many different lies are we going to have to endure from you? First, it was the $1 million lie. Then you turned around and lied on Kenya, talking about she lied on you. You ain't said no $1 million. And production played you out and showed that you did indeed say $1 million. And the fact that you lied on your friend, girl. What kind of woman are you? Then this young man, there's footage of him actually at the place. So he really was there altering stuff. And maybe some of the items, let me be fair, maybe some of the items had some flaws in their construction, because according to that young man, he had to do everything in a hurry because he said you didn't have nothing ready. Nothing. And he was back there sewing them items onto the people as they was going out there on the darn platform. That's why your funky behind was 2 hours late. But then the nerve of you to say, why am I being held to a different status, to a different standard? Ma'am, please don't blow no dog whistles for us. Ain't nobody asked you for no dog whistle. Don't nobody want no dog whistles from you, Sheree Whitfield. Absolutely not. I believe I speak for everybody when I say that. Right, Cheryl, she lied. Phone itself. Just tell the truth. And then gonna sit up there in that interview. Y'all, I'm telling y'all got to go to the Jasmine brand. She sat up there in that interview, and I got to go to. I know y'all heard them keys. Okay. And she sat up there on that interview, and y'all got to go watch it on Jasmine brand, pretending like she didn't know how to pronounce Sheen. Talking about Cheyenne. You girl, bye. You know it's Sheen, because you know where the hell you got that stuff from. And the man was like, well, yours does have your logo embroidered on the child. What is embroidery? What is embroidery, ma'am? With your lying self. Lita say a dingbat. I haven't heard that word in a while, and it fits her. It does. Cheryl say, yes, I watched it today. Shameful. She ought to be embarrassed. She ought to be completely embarrassed, because I'm telling you, I got secondhand embarrassment for her. Now, y'all, that's it for the funny papers. That's it. That's all. I'm going to tell y'all this right here, and I ain't going to say nothing else. Okay? Y'all go over to Instagram. Go to Geisha 305's Instagram and look and see what she posted on Nicki Minaj and thank me later. Okay? In the meanwhile, I'm to go. And I will talk to y'all a little bit later if I can. But like I said, if I do come back later today, it's going to be into the evening. It won't be midday at all, because I got a bunch of stuff on my plate. Okay? But listen, I love y'all. Hit them 3 free buttons. The like button is free. Please hit it. The notification bell is also free. Please hit that if you don't mind, and click all so you'll know every time we go live over here on this porch. And last but not least, go ahead on and hit that subscribe button if you are not subscribed, because we would love to have you. You're always welcome here. Always, always, always welcome here, okay? And share this video. Let somebody else get some laughs. Let somebody else get some news. I appreciate you guys. Hey, Serene, I see you, girl. Happy Friday to you. Y'all have a wonderful day. And pray for me, because I'm about to get on this road and it's raining over here. And some of y'all know these people in Houston can't drive. And I said it. I said what I said. So y'all pray for me while I'm out here on this highway, honey, because I got some whipping and running to do. But if I can, I will talk to y'all a little bit later this evening. If not, if nobody else says it to you. Remember, God loves you. I love you. And ain't nothing you can do that you can do about it at all. So I'll talk to y'all soon, okay? Bye now.